I'm expecting at any point a large amount of third-party content creators that are huge names to basically all drop at the same time, that they are completely against the OGL. The rumor is that they'll try to make new contracts, bar you from the old OGL. You can only use this new license or something. You're getting pretty bored. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. We're finding out information right now as it happens. The moment that I know something, I will let you guys know. The moment that I know something that I can say publicly, I will let you guys know. He went public with it. So they have said that publicly. So it's not a massive issue for me to read off what I know. Can someone confirm whether or not Mark Seifter read what he was sent about the OGL commercial over on Roll for Combat? I'm about to read you guys what I heard about the OGL termination clause and why this sounds so fucking bad. Okay, yeah. So my understanding right now is that they are looking at creating two different OGLs. The OGLs being so those of us that are used to working in the fan content policy, right? You would be working in what they are now apparently calling the non-commercial OGL. Apparently to prevent some people from using Magic the Gathering art assets or something, maybe? I don't know. But it sounds like the fan content policy. I haven't heard anything about that sticking around. I haven't heard anything about that going away, but this new OGL non-commercial looks to be something that they are potentially using to kill the fan content policy. The OGL commercial has a clause in it for terminating the license, in which after you do, you can no longer, the moment you accept this license, you revoke the right to publish using any previous OGL. If that's the case, this is fucking super bad. This is apocalyptic if you decide to sign this. So, like, if a creator accepts this, can they not make 5e stuff? According to the termination clause, it doesn't sound like it. What it sounds like is if you accept this, you basically give up the right to publish with any other previous OGL. A lot of people that have been saying that are doing armchair lawyer that are saying they can't revoke the OGL, they can't revoke the OGL. There is wording that is in here where they are killing the fucking OGL for 5e. A lot of people might be out there and they're out there saying they can't get rid of the old OGL, they can't get rid of the OGL. That does not mean that they aren't trying. As absolutely pissy as people might be about this, I'm just telling you, it appears that they're trying. So I'm not coming up with a theoretical situation in which WotC could do this or whatever. I'm not the guy that's getting paid to do that. I'm just letting you all, I'm just reporting, kind of reporting what I'm hearing. There are people that have Kickstarters, or that did have Kickstarters, or had charity projects that were underway to be published under the OGL that have been canceled because they got this information. If this falls through with the OGL, would I consider Pathfinder? I'm not really looking to go transfer to a new system or anything like that. I don't know. If this falls through in the way that it sounds like it's going to, there won't be a Pathfinder. You guys see this thing that says open game license right here? This is the thing that it sounds like Wizards of the Coast is trying to get rid of right now. This is, whenever I was telling you guys that this sounded like some real fucking bad time, bad news, this is the shit I was talking about. Yeah, the little guy, all that other stuff, pretty crazy. This sounds like WotC's going after Paizo. WotC's decision on this affects Pathfinder. Yes, it does. It's you guys. God. Yes. This affects a lot of fucking people and a lot of money. Like, some motherfucker is going to be wearing concrete shoes at the bottom of a river kind of money. From all the information that I have been given, this is part of the OGL 1.1. Okay? This is the part that has a lot of us terrified right now. I'm reading this because apparently somebody else has already gone public with this. So, well, they've gone public with some information. Not everything I'm about to discuss here. I'm not giving away any sources. Don't ask. Do not ask. Don't, okay? Phil, if you see anybody spamming that about like reveal your sources, you're lying or what the hell ever, go ahead and at least put them on a timeout. All right. So this information was given to me sometime about like, I want to say this is 2 or 3 weeks ago, around the time that the key creators thing was mentioned, right? This is apparently chapter 8 or clause or section 8 or whatever of OGL 1.1. This is the termination clause, and I was sent this because this is the most fucking insane, egregious thing that I think is so damaging to probably the widest scope of the gaming industry. Termination. This agreement may be modified or terminated. A. Modification. This agreement is, along with the OGL commercial, an update to the previously available OGL 1.0A, which is no longer an authorized license agreement. We can modify or terminate this agreement for any reason whatsoever, provided we give 30 days notice. We will provide notice of any such changes by posting the revisions on our website and by making public announcements of the changes through our social media channels. Following up from that, another thing that I was sent, how do I agree to the OGL commercial? Anyone publishing content under the commercial license will need to register that content with us by creating an account at dndbeyond.com, providing us with identifying information, such as the name of the person or entity creating the work, the title of the new work, a summary of the work, and, once the work is available to others, a copy of the work. When you complete that registration, you will also be confirming your agreement to the terms of the OGL commercial. You can find the registration form here, and it appears to be that there is a link there, okay? What if I don't like these terms? Oh, sorry, whenever I say link, it literally just says link in bold and in brackets. So, yeah. What if I don't like these terms and don't agree to the OGL commercial? That's fine. It just means that you cannot earn income from any SRD-based D&D content you create on or after January 13th, 2023. And you will need to either operate under the new OGL non-commercial or strike a custom direct deal with Wizards of the Coast for your project. But if you want to publish SRD-based content on or after January 13th, 2023 and commercialize it, your only option is to agree to the OGL commercial. Okay, it sounds illegal. Here's the thing. A lot of people are going to come up with the argument that the OGL cannot be restricted. I understand that it might say that in the OGL, but that does not mean that Wizards of the Coast is not trying or Hasbro is not trying. Okay? It sounds like it includes 5e. Now you understand why so many of us are shitting our pants right now. That is the biggest piece of information that I know. That is, at this point, dude, I am tapped out on leaks. Like, I'm out. Yeah, anything else? That is literally my biggest piece of information. If I were to say literally anything else, it's getting people in trouble. And now you all can understand how if I was to say anything else, it's going to get other fucking people in trouble, right? Cool. Yeah, Hasbro has the money to throw at lawyers too. Yes. So we're looking at the potential of what sounds to be like Wizards of the Coast may possibly be trying to get rid of the old OGLs. Not just one D&D not having an OGL. It sounds like they're potentially trying to revoke all the old OGLs. So this is what they meant by backwards compatible. Holy fuck. Comment of the fucking day. Goodbye to content creators. This is definitely a big fucking baseball bat to the stomach of third-party content creators. Not necessarily YouTubers or actual plays. Okay? Yeah, the content registration nonsense also sounds like a real pain. Yeah, absolutely. Let's wait for Twitter to start bootlicking again. If this goes public, I don't really know how any of those people that were bootlicking can continue to do so for Wizards of the Coast. This is still information that I have not seen from a Wizards of the Coast put out fucking document. All right? And there are always a million different branches in reality in which the story of whatever existence can go down, right? As of right now, you guys now know everything that I know, except for my sources. I could see a couple of third-party creators kind of banding together and being like, yeah, we're gonna fight this. We're not whatever. If Wizards of the Coast has had that many content creators or that many third party whatever creators that are like, no, absolutely fuck this, they could have their complete bottom end just like their entire third party scenes foundation, all these huge bedrock creators just completely fucking disappear.